This is my object. Guess what it's called? MBEM. MBEM is chant poetry of the Igbo people, southern part of Nigeria. It is an ancient art, only deposited in few people. Perhaps in the olden time, we had a lot of people, usually old people, who present this art. It could be a man, it could be a woman. And this art is presented in different scenarios, different events, different moods. So it could be at death. So there will be MBEM, Mute, Mo, what we call the death chant, where the chant and the mood of the chant will be that of pain, that of agony, but still that of message. Usually, when it is that of pain or Mute, it is accompanied with one of the most powerful tools, if not the powerful tool in the world, called Oja. Oja is a very tiny instrument that brings out an amazing sound that could go far and near. So when it is that Mute, it is accompanied with Oja Mute. The Oja is also played in different moods, different tunes, to, of course, send out the message, send out the particular message or mood of that particular poem. So let's go. So it is used for incantation, ablution, it is used for prayers, it is used for messages, it is used for communication. Sometimes it's not nothing, I just want to send a message. Sometimes it is for happy mood. You are just so filled with happiness that you just want to tell everyone that this is what it is, this is our culture, this is our... So it is usually, and when it is so happy, you see things like, so that we call itunza. So when the person presenting the poem is so happy, you will see a lot of that, especially if it's a woman. For the men, you will see different mood and different expression. Sometimes it's, oh! Sometimes you see them shaking their chest. It is a way of saying, we are happy. And the message I am sending, it's a very, very happy one. So, in the olden days, as you can see, MBEM is specialized instruments performed with Udu Igba. You cannot see it, but I think later in the presentation you will see some of those instruments. It used to be one of the arts that masquerades present. Masquerades still present it, which is why it's a kind of started dying off. When Christianity, colonialism, and everything came in, it became like an art of the people, an art of people who are not Christians, an art of people who are not modernized, right? So it started dying off. But a few years ago, we started talking about it. I don't know how I came about it anyway. But I do remember that I was very young. Let's go to the next slide. I do remember that I was very young when my grandmother gave me some beads. I don't have the beads here, but to waist beads. And as a young child, I was like, oh, what is this whole thing? And I knew that sometime in my life, because I wasn't born in my part of Nigeria, I was actually born in the different part of Nigeria. So it's different culture, different language, different everything. So I was that girl who grew up in the city, not in the villages. But then, somehow, about 6-7 years ago, I saw myself becoming a cultural figure, a cultural enthusiast, a cultural promoter, a language promoter, language speaking, and then the art came. So, MBEM is presented with different instruments. This is Nza, as you can see. That's the only one I could bring. Nza is a hot scale, and this is a powerful field. This is 3 of them different types. It is called Oja. As small as it is one of the most powerful tools you can find in the eastern part of Nigeria. The sound of Oja goes far and near. It's a sound that when it starts, so sometimes it moves people. It is called that as an instrument that awakens both the spirit and human. So when it starts, and the prayer is so good, and not everybody plays it. It's like from generation to generation, people are handed over to just like the chant. Or it can make people start cutting down trees. It can make people start taking these chairs and breaking them. Just because of how the instrument will move them. Because when it starts, it's like it goes right into your spirit to say, wake up! And that is what it does. And if it is that of pain, everybody here will start crying. Because it goes so deep to dig out the emotions. So this is the Iba, the drum is universal, everybody knows the drum. And this is organic. It has the bigger one that stands, and then it has the smaller ones. Very powerful too, but this is reverse with like a point. It just fill in some of the air. Just something like it sounds like the bass part of the piano or something. Okay. So this was when I went to the UK to perform with the Royal National Theatre. As you can see, I was made to look like an Asian figure, where I had my grandmother's beads on my waist. I had the whole costume, the beads, the nza, of course. Nza is one of the instruments that whenever you hold it, it is royalty, and it means that you want to send a message. If you are not royalty and you are holding nza, you definitely want to send a message. It's a cultural message. People will be looking at you because they know at any point in time, you might either perform or say something that everybody needs to hear. So whenever you see someone holding this, people tend to wait for that performance because they know definitely the person will say something. So we have awakening chants, world chants, call chants, advice chants, warning chants. Warning chants is usually done by the masquerades. So you are living in the society and you are living a certain kind of life. We have a time in the year when the masquerade will come out and start warning you, telling you that we see what you have been doing. You have been acting some unacceptable attitudes. We are seeing it. They keep warning you until the day you refuse to listen. Someday they might bring you out to show you in public. So that was there. Then we have the satire where it could be the leaders of the society. This masquerade usually also be the satire chant. But again, anybody can be the chant. So this is the piece that my grandmother gave me. Like you said, I left the story there. Gave me this piece that I kept wondering. Funny enough, I never really valued that beat until she died. For some reason, as soon as she died, I was like, I remember she gave me something. Can anyone help me find it? So then my mother helped me to find it. But these beats are so precious to me. I go with it anywhere. I have it in America, anywhere it is. When I write on my words, it's like my grandmother is speaking through me. I chant like no one's business. I chant so that everybody can hear it. I chant anywhere, which is what really helped me. Because when I started, it was not fashionable. People were like, oh, what is she doing? But then I continued on until I started getting calls from different parts of Nigeria. People who do not understand my language were asking me to come and chant. They are happy. You don't need to hear it in music or whatever is a universal language. Although the chant is still fighting whether it is music or, but then we keep telling them it is chant. Chant is not very, what would I call it? It's not like something that is general or universal, really. Some people have chant all across the world, but it's not an art that has really been promoted like music. So as you can see, generally there is insufficient content, which is why I create this art. It's not just because I perform the art, but because even in academic research, we do not have enough. When I want to do something on it, I'm looking for something, sources, I'm looking for things to use as my reference. You don't see it a lot because, like I said, it's not a channel that has really enjoyed what other arts of the Igbo people enjoy. So this is why I am very, very interested in documenting these chants with different ways. So I documented through TV and radio presentation, which I worked for about close to 2 years. I was working in radio and TV, doing Igbo programs, chanting, talking about it. Theater performance, of course, working in the Royal National Theatre for 4 good months in 52 shows. Four performances in each of the shows was something that was like the climax for me until I get more climax. But that was it for me. Going to the UK to perform in a theatre filled with 900 people, mostly white. They don't understand what I'm saying. But after every performance, they say, oh, that was so beautiful. Can you write something? And I'm like, oh my God, I'm not a celebrity because of the chant. I do it, I have a lot of videos on YouTube, I have a lot of videos in films. I've been featured in a lot of films. Some of them are on showmats, documentaries talking about the art. I'm mentoring others. I have a lot of young people now who I am mentoring performing the chant boldly. Young girls, young boys doing it. Let's say 5 years ago, you don't find any young person doing it. It's like, no, I can't do this. Because people will insult you. People will look at you like you are not educated. When people knew that I had done my master's and I am performing this art, I think for some people that was a shock. That was a shock of them. What? She went to school? Because of course it's an art that people in the village who never saw the floor of the school should perform. But I said no. So, blessing in museum. So I went to Planet World Museum in DC. And when they were launching that museum last year, I performed online for them. And when I went there, I didn't see my language. I said, no. It's not possible. We are going to do something about it. And I also visited the African American Museum of Culture and History, where they talk about slave trade and all that. There is just this emotion filled up there that I feel that this chant would be just perfect for that particular place, and I'm already working on it to send it there. So I'm going to be placing it in museums because today we have museums that accommodating languages. Okay, so this is different performances. You can see this is a royal father, is a king, with my place, and then his wife. So I performed, before you come close to this king, it was a person that called Ofala. You must be somebody of very, you must be someone of very, importance. But because of my art, I was called, so that they would pray for me. Because I carry an ancient art. It's possible to look at me like someone who can go to, and I do with that, I have my boots. So sometimes people are scared of you, like young people are scared of you, really. They're like, someone wants to marry you and say, she's an Asian person, right? She sent this world to do something. So you can see events, this is in another part of Nigeria. They don't understand what I'm saying in this event. It's in Akwa, but I wanted to perform the chant. And you can see I've been on TED platform in Nigeria where I perform the chant and as far as I spoke about the chant. And then you can see I have a festival which I do yearly. Young people coming out to watch me. When I do things like this, you see people that play the organ 4, 5. So it's really like a priestess coming out. And that is what makes it amazing because I carry it like we have to promote this art. So another way I promote this art is I take some very striking pictures apart from the videos. This has a video, it's not even out. I did it just before I came. But you can see the picture. So sometimes I take these pictures. This was taken in the studio, but I performed with this. This again, I did a performance just outside and then I took some pictures. So what I do with these pictures is that when I post it online, I have a very strong social media network on Facebook. When I post it online, I ask people to start remembering some ancient tales and stories and things about chant. What do you call chant in your class? Because we have different dialects also. So you see them. This particular photograph actually inspired a lot of things. Poetry, articles, people were writing, people were making videos, people were doing animations with this picture. Because it's like an ancient picture, like an ancient warrior. And I actually spent money to do the costume and take the pictures. So it's one of the ways that I really get people talking. Because one of the ways to really promote is not just about performing, but get people to talk about it, to yearn for it, to want the art. So this is some of the ways that I also promote the art. So you can see I love chanting. I don't know if this is there, but maybe in the presentation I will add my name. Okay, so that you can also see some of the videos we have time. nna m gwara m na ịdị ebube n'ịgbakwara bụ akpazuo ọkụ na mmadụ ide mmiri na-ekpochapụ mkpọtụ ụbụrụ na-awụsa mmadụ ụzụ mmiri na uzu ọkụ na-eji mmiri akụ ike ọ si na ibu